A ground that barely needs an introduction. The grand theatre for many a footballing drama. Welcome to the Theatre of Dreams, Old Trafford. And here we have Russia against Italy. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
So off we go then. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
I'll go with all 6'4" of Graziano Pella. His size and strength lends itself to good ball retention, and he's a great foil for the movement of smaller teammates to pick up the layoffs and flick-ons.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Cochran delivers. Parolo. Pella. Speculative strike. He's got away with one there. And out to safety. Kondanov! Ranocchia. Florenzi. Ranocchia. Parolo. De Rossi, Immobile, Marco Verratti, Darmian, the shot's on! Up to head it! Goal! Russia! And Russia score first! Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. Russia have an early lead. Good start. Parolo. Ranocchia. Russia have hit the front early, a foothold in the game.
Well, they've managed to get their noses in front early because they've been much quicker out of the stalls. They've set a high tempo and intensity and look as though they want it much more at the moment.
Defenders on the back foot. A good hand from the keeper. About it! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, when it becomes that speculative, I think it requires something from the very top drawer, and you have to think a little bit more about that. In the end, he's just opted for raw power.
Russia have made a fabulously effervescent start to the game. Parolo. They've got it back as soon as they gave it away. What about it? And they are disappearing out of sight. What do you think now about that goal?
Yeah, and anything that's hit low with real pace like that makes it so much harder for the keeper, and he was never going to get to that.
His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick. Russia have a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. Marco Verratti. And it's Parolo. It's a loose ball. Parolo. Now the pass. Has a pop! Well, he would surely have scored there more times than not. Chiellini. De Rossi. Chiellini. De Rossi. Darmian. Chiellini. Darmian. De Rossi. Immobile. Ignashevich boots it upfield. Darmian. Crunching tackle. Moves it over to the other flank. Jagoyev passes it through. Parolo gets into the right position to intercept. Marco Verratti. Ranocchia. It's Jagoyev! That really should have hit the net.
That's a pretty powerful effort because he really got hold of that one, but he's not going to trouble the keeper from there.
Florenzi. Jagoyev plays it in for a header! And more, and more, and more! And surely that settles it! And however many surrounded him, that is what he can do.
Ziuba demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
He snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball.
Oh, this has been an immense contribution from one player. He's been just about unplayable. The irresistible force today.
Russia take a 3-goal lead, and they are romping out of sight. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. And it's Immobile. Immobile doing well down the left. Now, what are his options? Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Russia are leading with half-time drawing close. Looks like a good ball through. Marco Verratti. De Rossi. Darmian. De Rossi. Immobile. Dmitry Kombarov. Aimed long and direct. Fence has got rid of that. And he should have made it 4.
Well, he caught that one right on the meat. Cracking effort.
And it's the goalkeeper's to claim. Darmian. Kokorin. Chiellini. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Jagoyev! And the keeper can swallow it up. Ranocchia. There is the half-time whistle. And the action is back underway. Chiellini. De Rossi. Immobile. Parolo. Ranocchia. Russia can't seem to retain possession. Spoon forward. They've done it!
Unbelievable.
Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
It's almost a case of sacrificing some of the power in favour of getting the technique right. And technically, that volley was as good as it comes. That's not an easy skill, we know that by now. That's fantastic.
4 in the game, he is the man. Russia totally rampant here. Now the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Dmitry Kombarov puts his foot on the gas. De Rossi knocks it towards the front, and it's Florenzi. Looks to slip it through. Tries a header!
No joy, but a decent try. Well, that's the kind of break that can do a lot of damage. It just lacked the finish to be a great counter-attacking strike. It was so direct. Everything they would have spoken about in that dressing room during the break has a greater chance of happening thanks to the early goal. It's the perfect platform now to go on and try to win it.
And Kokorin! World class from Kokorin! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
Russia tear their opponents apart once again. They are utterly ruthless. Jagoev. Kokorin, whose goal-scoring skills have already been evident. Tries a through ball. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Pella. Dmitry Kombarov. Jagoev. Fires from distance. Now that was quite some save.
Well, that was worth the effort. I mean, it was a long way out, but he caught it so well.
Keeper sees it all the way. Damian. Chiellini. Ranocchia. Florenzi. Ranocchia. Chiellini. Damian. De Rossi. And it's Immobile. And that's a throw. Jagoev, chance! De Rossi, Immobile, Teller. Russia need to make a change here. De Rossi. And it's Kokorin. Where to from here? Kokorin tries to get it forward quickly. Marco Verratti. Kokorin. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. It's a fabulous position. Managed to get it away. Barolo. Florenzi. Teller. Damian. Immobile. Barolo. Pumps it upfield. Jagoev, who's set up 2 goals, and he's made certain that won't get through. Florenzi, and it's Pella. De Rossi tries the route one option. He's off on a marauding run. It's bounced back off the post. Well, he caught that pure, but no end product.
He did so well to exploit the space down the middle there. That gave him a clean run through on the opposition goal.
Another piece of really good defending. It was a move that looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. Cochrane. Needed a better pass there. Teller. Parolo. De Rossi with the ball through. Oh, too much weight on that. Forward it goes. Who's going to make this theirs? Parolo. Chagoyev. It's gone for a throw-in. Ranocchia. Florenzi. The referee's awarded a free kick. Bonucci. And it's Florenzi. He's come loose. Oh, he's come flying in. Goes for goal! The final whistle. A demolition, destruction, annihilation. They simply ran away with it. And what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
I think when we look back at that, the early goal proved so decisive. I think scoring when they did just gave them that element of control and confidence, and that proved key.
So that's it from us. Many thanks go to Jim Beglin, and goodbye from us.